What did you make of Jason's formation change and its effects tonight?
Love it. And again, it's another wrinkle. We talked about it in Toronto, the 4-3-3. You go on the road, you get the point. We've seen some variations of what the 4-4-2 with the diamond. How can you play with three front runners? Tonight, the idea of playing Grabavoy alongside Beckerman, Javi at the point, and then having those three players up top. Once you get to the 70th minute, depending on what the opposing coach decides to do tactically, formation-wise, bringing in substitutes, you can adjust that. And I think that's what we saw with Jason towards the end, bringing on Luis Gill, taking off Plata, taking off Garcia, bringing Devin Sandoval back into the side.
Well, Dunny liked it, but let's see what the coach himself thought of it.
You got to warn me when this happens.
See if they get the stamp of approval from head coach Jason Kreis, who joins us downstairs right now after a 1-0 win. Hey, Jason, Brian loved the formation tonight. How about you?
I listened to that, actually. I don't think Brian said he loved the formation. I think what he was stressing was that he likes the fact that we can do different things now.
Okay.
And that I like as well, to mix things up. I think Houston probably spent the entire week playing against the Diamond. And then, as you saw, halfway or two-thirds through the first half, they're changing their formation to match ours. And so I think it keeps coaches on their toes a little bit, keeps our opposing players on their toes a little bit, and also keeps our players on their toes a little bit, because they never know if they're going to be starting, coming off the bench, what the role's going to be. So pleased with having the ability to do something a little different, but not fully pleased with the way we played. And I think that we could, if we stick with that formation more and train it more, we could become really, really effective at it. But to throw it out there on an odd night is probably not always going to be our best soccer.
Jason, how long did it take you to build this group to the point where you feel comfortable enough to literally go with whatever formation you feel gives you the best opportunity to get 3 points, whether it's at home or on the road?
I think, to be fair and completely honest and self-critical, a lot of that comes down to me. In prior years, I feel like I've just been very hard-headed about what I had to see every single match and how I felt the game had to be played out. And sometimes that wasn't always the best thing for the results. And also, I think that to have a group of players this year that there's so many guys that can do different things, and so many guys that can make contributions, and so many guys that probably deserve to be playing more than they have this year, that it literally kind of gives me carte blanche to play who I want and play how we want and throw things out there. I think we've got a pretty confident and capable group.
Jay, how have you seen the evolution of your own coaching style? You just talked about, over the past and what you had. From your confidence perspective, how do you see yourself developing as a head coach?
I'm still learning for sure. I think that I feel a lot more confident in the match about what I'm seeing and the ability to change things during the match. That's probably been the latest thing that I've felt really, really confident in, seeing where the spaces are to exploit, what our opponent's doing against us that causing us trouble, and how to tinker with that a little bit during the match. So that's probably the latest thing that's come, and I think that there's still a lot more for me to learn, and I'm excited about it.
Hey, Jason, one more quick thought from you. You've had a little bit of a revolving door next to Nat Borchers this year at that other center back due to injuries or call-ups or yellow card suspensions. But last two games, Portland Wednesday night and tonight, how's Carlos Salcedo evolving? He's still only a 19-year-old kid, but it looks like game in and game out he's gaining more and more confidence.
Yeah, there's something about him right now. He's a winner, isn't he? Hasn't started a match and lost yet this entire year. So I think that there's people that are just like that for whatever reason. He's not perfect. He's still making a few mistakes. Tonight I felt like he made a few mistakes that just come from being over aggressive at points, and then a tactical mistake in the second half when he took a free kick really quickly and led to them getting a counterattack against us. So he's still got a lot to learn himself, but I'm really, really pleased with what he's done. And I think, to be fair, it's an open competition, but he's certainly he's got his nose out in front of everybody else right now.
Jason, thanks. Congratulations. See you next week.
Take care.
Head coach Jason Kreis with us here on the Ford Postgame Show tonight.
Watch RSL take on the Galaxy on August 17th at 8:30 on ABC4 Utah.